All right, everyone, welcome to EGL COD stream over here. On the feature stage, we've got Apex.NA going up against Infensus in the winner bracket round 3. We're going to be going on to the first map here. It's going to be Arcaden CTF. We're going to jump in with Infensus to start this off. Now, Calvin, you want to quickly mute all the players, and might as well go ahead and introduce Calvin, who's going to be commentating with me on this matchup. Yeah, he's another Apex guy. Works for the Certo. You might as well introduce yourself to people who don't know you.
Hey guys, I'm Zero. I normally do some of the content stuff on the Certo. I'm one of the red names you should fear.
So straight off, we got Infensus. Infensus, the lineup, you've got Heaven, Jones, Magi, and Nova. Now, Magi, for those of you who don't know, is going to be the other Truan, Tom Truan. Tommy from Apex Pro. This is going to be his brother, who I'm assuming got him into gaming in the first place. So, you know, following in his brother's legacy. But they're going to be going up against a really strong opponent here, Apex North America. A team which people are expecting to kind of at least place top 3, maybe even win this event. But Apex.NA seems to be rocking it up. Yeah. And even though the players get loud, not quite sure what's going on over there. But Heaven picks up a nice 2-piece there. He's going to try go for the 3, doesn't get it. I mean, what are your predictions for this one, Calvin?
Well, it's going to be, well, everyone's going to expect Apex.NA to just steamroll them. I mean, they've been on point ever since they've started. And right now they're 1-0 up already, even in the introduction. So I expect it to be a nice 2-0 for Apex.
All right, let's see. Yeah, well, I mean, Apex.NA, they're a really good team. They're really good at teamwork. They're really well practiced. But I don't know if that's going to carry them over to the top 1 position.
Wait, I think I have the curse of the commentator right now. Everyone I turn to just gets dropped by Apex. And look, they're on another flag run already. Magi's just spawned. There's nothing he can do there. He just has to set up the defense. But even then, there you go. Scumpy drops him. It's just Merc and Scumpy going off on this one. And there you go. They're 2-0 down. And there's Merc again, sitting in bar.
Yeah, Infensus are by no means a weak team, but at the same time, Apex.NA are just maybe a whole tier ahead. And in all of their games, I mean, I was talking to Rambo before this map, and he was telling me that these are probably their 2 best maps that they're going to be playing in this series if they do make it to and that's going to be Arcade and CTF here and then Bootleg S&D. And they're actually really expecting to steamroll those 2 maps.
Well, there you go.
And at the moment, they're going 3-0 up with 2.5 minutes left.
Well, it's not a case of if, it's a case of when they win with these guys. I mean, I don't want to just put such a downer on Infensus, but I guess that's just going to be it, really. Yeah. Magi's like advanced into midi bar, and there you go. Well, there, he could have killed Ramo Ray there, but he was unfortunate. Moving on to Heaven.
Let's take a look at the scoreboards, actually. I want to see if the Infensus are actually managing to win their gunfights.
Well,
Mr.
Merc is just doing the dirty on them. 12 and 2.
8 and 1. 6 and 4. 3 and 4. I thought Infensus would have put up a much better fight than this, but they're getting outslayed.
They're going up against going up against a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, exactly.
That machine's having none of it. He drops Magi dropping Scumpy. Can he get it on Tyrone? He gets Tyrone. Nice 2.
Tries to go for the 3, and that's kind of the thing that you never see an Apex.NA player do. They're not really flashy players, apart from Scumpy, who's definitely been called their flashiest player. They will never go for that kind of challenge there. They'll play it conservative. And when I was commentating over there on main stage with the PM PG8 game, it may have been that kind of flashy play that you see in Europe, which cost them the entire game. It was actually pretty disappointing.
Tyrone with a 2-piece going in. Heaven is overlooking his flag, hoping to make a successful defense. He has Magi helping him. Takes down Mr. Merc. Can he take down Rambo Ray?
There you go. 3, 4, possibly 4 of the Apex players. I know Big T is going to be there, sitting at the back.
Big Tyrone still holding his own. Jones, curse of the commentator again, gets dropped.
And on board with Magi, he's going to be pushing around towards the green, gets jumped out. Apex player jumps out there.
He kills Rambo Ray.
Shot.
But gets taken by Scumpy.
Picking up one, Scumpy picking up the other. And now it's going to be Heaven looking for the kill over at green. Not going to see anyone. Going to look at the head glitch, and then Scumpy just jumps out, picks him up from behind. And I just don't see Infensus being able to take this map in particular. They are on, well, I don't really know if you can call it the favored side or
Arcaden seems to be pretty equal, but people do favour this side. From scrims.
So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see if they can bring this back at all on the next half. But Apex.NA 3-0 up already. Let's see if they've actually carried on with those little kill streaks that they had going on there.
Well, there you go.
Big T 14 and 3 and 17 and 3 from Merc. and Rambo and Scumpy. Scumpy, actually, who would have been their flashiest player, you know.
Is playing pretty modest right now.
He's just playing differently, or he's just playing objective. Or maybe it's just that his Slayers are slaying so hard that he's not even getting a chance. And sometimes that does happen.
Yeah,
like, well, you've got that one player
there
on the team.
is flag number 4 with seconds left at half-time.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, they've got basically 2 big hoovers on their team. Just
well, big Tyrone and Mr. Merc are just giving them the hot one right now. They don't know what's going on.
Okay, and we're going to switch on over to the Apex.NA side for the second half of this arcade and CTF. And let's have a look and see what we can do. Let's jump on board with one of those main Slayers. Let's jump on board with Big T.
Big Tyrone going in strong with his MP7.
So I'm not sure if Big T was actually ARing, but now he's definitely switched over to the SMG. He's going to be.
He was using an ACR. He's switched to MP7, and there you go. Takes that 3 down already.
This is looking
not even 15
really
seconds in.
From Apex.NA and Infensus, 3 down, and now they're going to throw the nade over towards their spawn. Rambo picking up.
And there's 4.
Now they're going to be watching the spawns. Merc swapping places there with Big Timer.
It's just going to be strictly spawn lock from here on in. And here comes Big Tyrone running in the first flag. This will make it 5.
And now they seem to be switching up roles. Rambo and Scumpy seem to be doing that spawn locking. And Big T switching up from his Slayer role to run some flags. And this is just showing how versatile the players are.
Yeah.
4-0 up right now in this
taken out by Jones. And we're on with Scumpy.
Now Scumpy, he's now rocking the ACR extreme conditioning as opposed to the AR. I mean, as opposed to the SMG that he was rocking last time. And there you go. He's going to be now pushing down towards mid-map, looks towards bar, doesn't see a single player. He's going to be lying down and just going to wait here to see if an Infensus player pushed him. At the end of the day, the Infensus players do have to push.
They do. They have.
Down.
They can take it real slow, but they've slowed it down. They've slowed down Apex from the quick rush that we had earlier in the second half. Rambo Ray's taking it real slow, being defensive.
Let's see. Big T trying to get the kill.
Well, I say Rambo being defensive. He's on the other side of the map and he's running this one in. He's got Scumpy to protect him down mid. Same with Mr. Merc, who takes out Heaven. He gets it into bar, and that's it. That is number 6.
We're seeing some really smooth, great setups here coming in from Apex.NA. It's just really impressive to see, but at the same time, this isn't something that uncommon from some of the top European teams. Prophecy, Apex Pro, and especially
look, he's doing laps.
Yeah, he is actually doing laps, but there you go. Maggie picks him up, but Scumpy there.
Scumpy there to just like rally that flag. Oh,
great shots there going by.
Nice one by Heaven. Tyrone can't kill him.
Yeah.
But there is Mr. Merc to clean him up, and Genova takes him out. And Heaven's been taken out by Rambo Ray.
See, I can't tell if Apex.NA are really just that good, or they haven't been challenged yet.
Personally, I don't think they've really been challenged yet.
You don't think that?
And it's a bit of both. They're that damn good, and they haven't been challenged yet. Poor Genova tried to get a flag. That was more like a kamikaze suicide run.
Yeah, and then after this, they're going to be going up possibly against either Imperial Gold or TEC. Now, the winner of that, in this section of the bracket, while I'm looking at the bracket, it's going to be Flame Retardant in the same section of the bracket. So if Flame Retardant win their next 2 games, and Apex.NA win this game and the next game, it's going to be Apex.NA versus Flame Retardant. And now that will be the matchup that everyone wants to see, because those 2 teams went at it online and ended up in the series at 5-6. Now, that's going to be far enough into the tournament for it to be a best-of-5 series. So up until recently, we've had best-of-3s, so this is actually going to be interesting to see.
Indeed. And now we've got Scumpy pushing in, takes out Magi. He's looking for some next victims. He's at the Predator right now. But there you go, Mr. Mert is ready to run the flag, but the other flag has been taken by Jones. We'll see if they can make something of this. One guy running out of green. He's by the refrigerators. Scumpy's waiting for him. Oh, there's the knife.
Great knife there by Scumpy, and Merc is going to get away with that flag.
He's
going to settle for
preparing for that relay. And here it comes. Flag number 8, if possible.
It's flag number 6, isn't it? It was 3.
They lost the first side 4-0. They're 7-0 down, and
so
look,
there we go.
No one challenges him. They've got him on straight spawn lock now. I'm going to move on to Mr. Merc and see what he's going to do. See if he's going to do some damage here.
I mean, really, this just shows. I mean,
look,
if you ever wanted to claim that there was no skill gap in Call of Duty, there obviously is. Or this game would be tied up right now. There's obviously a clear gap and a huge gap right now. Infensus don't even stand the chance. We might as well take a look at the scoreboard for the last time during this matchup, and we're going to see.
We got Mr. Merc on a 30 bomb.
30 bombs being dropped. Genova is not playing well at all. Neither is Jones. Magi is just about to break positive. He's going to probably try and aim to break positive before the end of this game. But I really think Magi is going to be the best individually skilled player in the team. And the rest of his teammates just aren't up to his standard. I mean, the Truans, I don't know, maybe it's natural talent, maybe it's something in the genes, but the Truans do seem to be rather good Call of Duty players. But he just doesn't have the rest of the team to back him up. And there you go, 5th flag in, 8-0 on this Arcane CTF. And I think overall...
It's 9-0.
I think in the 2 games that Apex.NA played at EGL, I think they captured 20 flags.
Jesus. And there you go. They just, what can you say?
Yeah, an average of 10 flags a game. That's just ridiculous.
It just looks like David versus Goliath.
it is. So we're going to jump onto bootleg S&D. Now, S&D maybe Infensus will able to take this, but I don't think Magi's going to be able to carry them through that. I think Apex.NA have the much better strats.
Well, from what we see in MLG, North American teams practice S&D, whereas European teams do not. So,
well, now that it's come down to S&D and CTF, a lot more European teams have been scrimming S&D. That being said, I don't think we're quite maybe as well versed as some of our NA counterparts, but definitely Flame Retard. I can see them, or rather Mind Freak, I can see them being able to take down Apex.NA in some search.
For a hot